All right. And so what kind of super rare and expensive Pokemon cards do we have? We have the set known as MetaZoo. Now these are very rare, very expensive, not in print anymore. Do not check the price on eBay, just trust me that they're very expensive. I paid about $23,000 for this box right here. It has 35 cards in it, I think. And you can tell it's real. I turned off autofocus. You can tell it's real because it has the MetaZoo cellophane over it. So, we're going to be very careful in opening this. Ready? There we go. And then we just got to get our fingers in very delicately. Look at that. Well, the cards are not oriented how I thought they would be. I don't know why I thought they'd be in the long way. I thought the knife would just slide in between them, so we may have damaged our very rare and very expensive Pokemon cards. Look at that! That is a treasure trove of mediocrity. So, because I'm very serious about my hobby that I've been doing for, geez, at least a week at this point, we're going to put on our very, very serious gloves so we don't damage these cards. All right? This is what all the professionals do on their card ripping streams, is they put on their very serious gloves for their very serious hobby. Because I spent some very serious money on here. So, here are our very serious gloves. And let's get started. Do I have 2 packs or what? Let's get started opening these with our very serious hobby. Just give me a second here. I can just get my thumb under. Yeah, there we go. Come on, motherfucking piece of shit. This is very intense music for a very intense pack opening. She's like, all right, so to be honest with you, this bit, I really didn't think I'd be able to do it. I can't believe I just opened that with fucking oven mitts on. But you know what? I was just joking about the gloves. Nobody wears gloves when they do this, and I am not going to wear these for the rest of it. Hey, what's up, dude? Good to see ya. So here are our MetaZoo Pokemon cards. So let's see what we got. First we have Cosmic Aura. I'm gonna turn autofocus back on. I don't know why I turned that off. 1 second. This is a very poorly planned out operation. Configure video. Camera control. Autofocus. Apply. There we go. Now we're banging on all cylinders. So this is Cosmic Aura. And I thought these would have like text on them to tell you what it does. So yeah, whatever. Cosmic Aura. Desert. Oh, you know what? Desert. That's perfect for Desert Bus. And look, there's a little cactus guy in the corner. I guess if you tap this, you get 1 cactus mana. I don't know. But that deserves to be preserved. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out our plastic sheet. I'm going to very carefully pop it open and slide it in. Am I opening the wrong side? No. There we go. I'm going to hold it open with my big, clumsy fucking gorilla fingers. All right, you know what? I see a little gap. I can sneak it in. There we go. And then we very delicately slide it in. So 3, 2, 1. Oh shit, I just knocked all the other cards over. And there we go. That is going in our Wall of Fame desert. Shit, I knocked a lot over. Don't worry, I'm just gonna scoop them up with my feet. They might be covered in hair and such. I don't have any pets, I just have a big beard and I shed a lot. Alright, well I just spoiled all the cards that were turned upright for myself, but it won't be spoiled for you at home. So, okay, good, they do have text on them. Just make sure they're all going the same way. So, we screwed up the order. Our super awesome poll is may or may not be at the end anymore. But we have Ectoplasm Token. And it looks like a clown made of ice cream. I'm gonna maybe adjust the light a little bit. Look at that, Ectoplasm Token. It's like clown ice cream. And then we got Glacial Demon. Look at that. Glacial Demon, it costs 60 something. I assume that's Pokemon points that it costs. And let's see. If there is a sled within eyesight, this beastie enters the arena awakened. And then Strangle. Discard a page from your chapter to inflict target beastie with a little hand. Can you focus, you fuck? Little hand sprinkling stars. 4. Cool. Alright, and our next card, it's a shiny Glacial Demon. We got our pull. This is, I assume, the rarest card in the game. You can see that it's sparkly and shiny. We did it. Now, people are going to say that I just planted this card here, that I bought this card on eBay and put it into a pack and resealed it. And I understand why you say that, because I'm often a lying piece of shit. But that is not what happened. We got what I assume is the rarest card ever. I'll scan it later and see how much it's worth. But for now, we're going to put it in our special vault. Just got to crank it in there. There we go. Nice and safe inside the vault. Oh, almost showed you. I almost ruined the surprise by showing you the bottom side. And now we have EVP 2 per spellbook. You must say, I can't hear you to contract this page. I can't hear you. I'm not reading the rest. Oh, I let a card go in upside down. That's my fault. I'm sorry, I let you all down. All right, not deer. I almost thought I said hot deer, because you know what? That's a hot deer right there. Oh, I'm definitely going to be able to retire with cards. Don't you worry about it, because I did spend my entire 401k, well, what I had left after penalties, to buy this $28,000 pack of boosters of the best Pokemon cards ever. Hot deer. You know what? I'm not going to read the flavor text of you either. I don't like you. Cement worm. This is a worm that makes cement. It appeared in, these are all first and second gen Pokemons, I think. I don't know. Or maybe this all comes from Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, I didn't do any research into my very serious hobby. I just, started going wild. So cement worm, beasties with boots with wings on it enter the arena fatigued, and then crumble. Target page loses guy flexing. I don't know how well you can see this, because when I bring it up close, it won't focus. This is oh, there you go. You can kind of see it. This is a pretty shitty webcam. All right. You know what? I'm feeling saucy. I like cement worm. We're going to put it in a plastic sleeve. It's got to be very gentle. Very gentle. Yeah. Perfect. And this is not going in the Wall of Fame, though. This is just going to go on the floor, I guess. All right. And now we have the Kind Ghost. There is no such thing as a ghost that is kind. So this is a very rare card because ghosts, as we all know, are all mean, just like our detractors are. So this one's also going in the vault. Boom! Look at that. Our vault is overflowing almost with rare, awesome cards. All right. I almost ruined the surprise again by showing you the bottom card, which is our poll. Black Mass. Now, I could say something very racist about this card, but I'm not going to because I'm better than that. But as you can see, there's some women in bikinis, which our wife isn't going to like. So we're going to hide that in the vault as well. After I bump the light. But we're going to hide it in the vault this way. Kind of on a diagonal. God, this thing is way more fun than I was expecting it to be. It's very satisfying clearing shit through this. I'm going to be doing that a lot. Alright, alright, you know what? Whatever. Here's our pull card. Maybe, maybe not. This is the Fireship of BAYBEEE de Chaleur. I don't know. I don't read Russian or Portuguese or Chinese, whatever this is written in. I actually do kind of like the art though. You may only contract this page. Is it contact or contract? I'm not wearing my glasses. You may only contract this page if you're dressed like a captain. I mean, okay. I don't understand if they're actually being like serious about dressing this shit or like if there's like a dress card. I don't know. And then the moon, 3 per spell book. And this looks like a guy throwing a tarot card, or is it throwing, I don't know, maybe a Pokemon card? Whatever. All right. All right, so we're gonna pull all the way to the left. Gonna quickly grab a pack. Rip. All right, here's another very expensive, very rare and exclusive pack of Pokemon MetaZoo cards. All right. So Aloof Liberty, how did you find the stream? Are you one of my followers on Twitter or X? What do you want to call it? I've tried calling Twitter X, and I just don't like it. Twitter had, before it got fucked up, Twitter had the best branding in all social media. And I didn't even use Twitter until like the last year or so. But so like for my entire Twitter career, I guess you'd say, it was always X. But Twitter, their coloring, their logo, everything was just so brilliant in its simplicity. And X just looks like something you'd buy at Hot Topic. All right, first card. Light Aura. Meh. Hold on, gotta get up to speed again. I mean, I don't want to get political, but I fucking hate Elon Musk. But to each his own. I know he has done some impressive shit. I'll give him that. I think he takes a lot more credit than is deserved for it. I think. Nope. Okay, I'm not gonna rant. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't like him. If other people like him, that's cool. I know a lot of people don't like people that I like. Lake. This can go with our desert. Well, let's put it in a card sleeve to keep our desert company. So we're gonna pull over all the way to the left, grab a card sleeve. It takes actually, I don't know why I'm freaking out. It takes 1 minute and 3 seconds to slow down all the way. All right, and then because these are very rare, expensive cards, we put them in our protective sleeves, and we got to be very. Hold on. have to be very delicate with them when we slide them into our sleeves. There we go. You can keep our dead company. Oh, our wall of fame just fell over. No! Not our wall of fame. It almost hurt Space King. Alright. Back to the cards. I'm just glad Space King didn't get hurt. I don't know what I'd do with myself if Space King took some damage. I don't know if I'm going to send it off for grading, because these are very expensive cards, and the more expensive the cards, the more expensive the grading. So I think I'm just going to sit on them forever, and then eventually we'll see them again when I clean out my closet, you know? All right. Burning effigy token. You know what? Nah, fuck it. That's just gonna go with the other ones. I kind of like the artwork on that one though, but I don't feel like grabbing a sleeve right now. Cisco Grove entities. So for those you don't know, Cisco is the singer of the Thong Song. Good looking out, Positive. I will definitely check out the recommendation of a local on good cheesesteaks. All right, so Cisco Grove entities. When this beastie is removed from arena, all pages under this beastie are returned to the arena under its owner's control, fatigued. I wish there was like a codex I could read, because I don't. Because these are such rare Pokemon cards, I don't know how they work. And you know, I'm very serious about my hobby. I know a lot about Pokemans, and I don't know anything about the Yu-Gi-Ohs, which these might be Yu-Gi-Ohs cards, or Disney Princess cards. I don't know much about Disney Princesses either. But yeah, good card. All right, next card. Oh, we got a shiny. We got a shiny Wingok. Wingok, more like Wingcock, am I right? And we know what we do with shinies. We put the shinies in our vault because those are going to be worth a lot of money someday. So I'm just going to move the controller out of the way and put the cards down, and I'm going to grab the vault. All right, into the vault you go. Boom. Fucking love doing that. This vault on Amazon, they listed it as mini paper shredder, but it's actually a vault. Very affordable and very fun to use. Not great for actual paper shredding if you want to secure your documents, because it doesn't cross-cut or anything, but very fun. God damn it, I keep showing you the bottom card and ruining our poll. We gotta do it one at a time. I just ruined it, and I ruined it for myself too. Look, Black Mass. I already have one of those somewhere. All right. Kind Ghost. I already have one of those too, but this one's not going in the vault. Sackabilly. This is shit. This is a guy with a noose around his neck and a bag and a cool hat. This is probably one of my favorite Pokemons. Sackabilly. It's a psychic type or a ghost type. I don't give a fuck. Alright. Next Pokemon. Black Dog of the Hanging Hills. Contract. If a crystal ball is within eyesight, choose the result of the next coin flip or the die roll of this turn. That's a pretty good power. This is I don't know if anyone's familiar with the current Pokemon meta, but this will win you every game, every time, probably. I don't know. I don't know how to play. I just know a lot about Pokemans. Alright, see ya. The Lovers. Ooh, this is a little risque, if I do say so myself. So you must reveal the Lover's tarot card to an opposing caster to contract this page. Remove a status effect and gotta stay on the road. Keep your eyes on the road, Bill. Remove a status effect indicator from target beastie or caster and coin flip, I guess that is. If heads, inflict that beastie or caster with skull and bones, or inflict a beastie you control with an opposing beastie with skull and bones. And as you all know, shit. Is it this guy? Yeah, see? We can control coin flips, I think. Is this the card? The crystal ball with an eyesight. Choose the result of the next coin flip. Alright. Alright, so we'll save... Oh, we'll save the lovers and our other thing, and then when we find a crystal ball, that's our game-winning combo right there. You know what? Positive brings up a really good point. I am happily married. I can't have that card. So you know what? We're gonna hide this card from our fat, awful wife. In... Where are we gonna hide it, everyone? Say it with me. The vault. Godspeed, lovers. Shit. Speed up. Is the place you send me, is it a place? I'm not going to be in Philly probably till like next spring or next summer, but is it a place that has like lines out the door? So I remember on weekends when we'd all go into the city, taking the light rail to the city. Actually, was it light rail? No, we didn't take light. No, light rail just took us down the main line. But yeah, I remember hopping on the train, buying a pack of cigarettes at the little campus corner store at the train tracks, which I imagine. I mean, cigarettes are frowned upon even when I was in school, even though I'm an old man. But I have to imagine like a lot of college run convenience stores do not sell cigarettes anymore. Even like I think Walgreens doesn't sell them anymore. I don't know. Damn, I miss being young and in school, not having responsibilities of like bills and a mortgage and a job. Shit sucks. Don't grow up, anyone. Growing up is lame. I mean, sure, you can buy porno mags at the store and you can drive a car and you can vote, but it just ain't worth it. That's good to know. I've always, like, no matter how good food is, it's almost never worth waiting for, like in a long ass line. But I used to have to wait in line for gyms if I went on a busy weekend, especially parents' weekend, with a nightmare in the city. Scry by fire. God damn, that's older than me. Having a smoking section in your high school. Well, I guess. No, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it's a state law. I grew up in Massachusetts, and they've always been like pretty heavy-handed on smoking and such. So you can't smoke legally. You can't smoke around schools. But every morning there was a smoking circle by the tennis courts in front of the school. What year did you graduate, Aloof Liberty? I graduated in 2006, so there were students smoking on campus, but technically it wasn't legal according to state law. Look at the top 2 pages of Target Casper Spellbook. Discard one of those pages and you lose 75 LP. I don't know what LP is. 86. Oh, okay, so you graduated high school before I was even born. Damn. I was born in 88. So yeah, that would definitely be a time when you'd be smoking in high school. And I imagine when I was in high school, there are probably places in the country that had like smoking sections in high schools, but Massachusetts didn't do that. They didn't fuck around. Ectoplasm. Wait a second. I already have ectoplasm and it has different art. So this must be the rare art. Hold on. Oh wait, no, this is ectoplasm token. These are 2 different things. But you know what? They're similar enough because they're both pink and gooey. Yeah, I think the 80s is when the crackdown on smoking really started. One thing I remember is restaurants used to have those big cigarette vending machines where you like put the money in and pull the rod out, and those were out of most places by the time I was like probably in like 3rd or 4th grade. Those got phased out in the 90s, but they were always so gross because they were made of like brass, and when you touch brass a lot with your hands, they get like smelly and varnished and gross. Okay, so back to the cards though. We are going to put one of our ectoplasms, because I don't want duplicates in my main collection, so we're going to put one of the tokens in the vault. I don't like the way that clown is eyeball fucking me. So this ectoplasm is going in the vault. Oh shit, almost crashed into the vault with you. We'll let you go in diagonally. Godspeed, soldier. All right. And I have one more card, I think. Yeah, we looked at these. Uh-oh, Space King is getting surrounded by card packs. Oh wait, we have 2 cards, I think. Or one, let's see, whatever. Black Mass, I already have one of those, and Ectoplasm, we just looked at that one. All right. And you know what? It's pack ripping time. And I'll do this. Whoa, no, don't fall over, Space King. They're too sacred and important to us. All right. All right. Time for more Pokemons and Yu-Gi-Ohs. Because that's how I deal with my very serious, very important hobby. It's like how all video game systems are Nintendo's, even if they're made by Sony or Microsoft. All trading cards are Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So we got Light Aura. I already have one of you. Fuck you. Fucking duplicates. Duplicates are detractors, alright? Daytime. I don't have one of these. I kind of like it. It's like a watercolor. I guess these are like your mana pool right here. You put them down and you tap them, probably. But, yeah, there's no flavor text or anything. But you know what? I like the watercolor artwork. So we're going to put that in our wall of fame. And we got to be very delicate, as usual, when we slide it into our sleeve, because this is our retirement plan. We don't want to lose out on our retirement by mucking it up, you know? So bippity boppity bam! I hit the camera there. I think that's where it was. Whatever. I don't think it got out of alignment too much. Bippity boppity butt fuck. Wall of Fame. All right. That was a great poll. This box of booster packs cost me $38,000 on eBay. Don't look them up on eBay. But so the lore of MetaZoo, as I understand it, as they were made and they failed, and then they came out with a new edition that's still like a new like I don't know what to call it. Basically the first print cards, you can't even play them anymore because they don't make them anymore, and like the new edition, when they like rebooted them, are like they're like not compatible with the old cards, and these are the old cards. So they're very expensive. But yeah, these, like I said, they cost me $46,000 for the box. So, you know, hopefully these polls pay off, and definitely don't check on eBay what they are. Just believe me when I say I spent $46,000 on them. Yeah, I'd believe that the rules didn't work, but you know what? That's what makes them rare. They're too rare to live, too weird to die, or whatever that fucking saying is. But let's get back to our cards, our pulls. This might be a god pack, everyone, and everyone's gonna be super jealous of my god pack. Don't go off the road. Don't go off the road. Also, if I crash, we'll decide what we do. So for those of you unfamiliar, when you crash, the amount of time you spend driving is also the amount of time you spend getting towed back before you can restart again. So if that happens, I'll probably just restart, but I'll put some feelers out there, ask what people want if I crash. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully we make it all the way to Las Vegas. We have been going for over an hour at this point. I think you start at 7, and now an hour and 43 minutes. No, that can't be right because we didn't start immediately. I think maybe you start at 7:30 or 7:20 or something. I don't know. I don't know how long we've been going. That's definitely something I should have looked into first, but whatever. Fuck it. Card time. Satanic Cultist token. And they got like Blackwing Pope hat and a Super Smash Brothers symbol behind them. Meh. Then we got Copenhagen Devil, Shocking Maul, and Demonic Screech. So, just a random thing that popped into my head. Brainlord, the game I was playing up until Thursday when we finished it. When I finished it, I was alone. I keep saying we. But it's an Enix game from '94, before Squaresoft and Enix merged. And there's a weapon called Great Maul or something like that. Like, it means Maul, M-A-U-L, but they spell it M-A-L-L. And I think that's like a funny little relic of the time when translations were always like janky as shit. And like the story in that game was like very underdeveloped. So there wasn't like a lot of thought put into like dialogue or text or anything, but I thought that was funny that it's like the wrong Maul, and there was other less memorable fuck-ups. Ted Woosley. I don't know who that is. I don't get that reference, but thank you. I always love a good reference that I can look up and then I can use later and pretend Ted Woolsey. I don't know who that is, but I will look them up and then I will pretend I always knew the reference, and then when people don't get the reference, I'll pretend I'm superior to them. Tony Soprano style. Oh, we got a shiny. We got a shiny. Frost Shield. That's a great pull. This card's got to be worth at least $800,000. We could probably retire on this card alone right here. Oh man, I got a tickle in my throat. One sec. Ted Woolsey did a lot of the game translations for Squaresoft in the 90s in their games. So this was an Enix game, and this is before Squaresoft met with Enix. But that is some deep lore. Like I'm like an advanced casual when it comes to like video game production lore from the 90s. And that is someone I didn't know, but that's definitely someone I'm going to name drop and pretend I knew them all along, and talk about how he was part of my childhood, and how I always looked up to him, because that's what I do. I just pretend I had experiences in the past that I didn't actually have, so I can have clout on the internet. And I think that's something we should all do, and we should never apologize for. So yeah, let's hold on. First I'm gonna not crash. I'm gonna adjust the light a little bit. No, that's too much. All right, whatever. There's our Frost Shield, and I'm gonna put it in an even safer place than the card protector. I'm gonna put it directly in the vault with the rest of my shinies. Oh no! Godspeed, Frost Shield. Enjoy your time in the vault. All right. Oh, we're slowing down. We're slowing way down. Uh-oh. Gotta get back up to speed. But yeah, it's nice and safe with all our high value cards in the vault, and that vault is the key to my retirement. You probably won't see it until I clean out my closet next year, but trust me, it's gonna be nice and safe in there. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to admire what's in the. Oh, I almost ruined the surprise by showing you the bottom card again. But I have to say, even though I'm doing a very bad job of knowing what these cards are and pulling them correctly and stuff like that, I'm definitely a much better trading card game streamer than everyone else, right? Like I'm much better than someone give me a name of a big trading card streamer, and I'll tell you if I'm better than them or not. I don't actually know any, but I'm better than them. All right, here we go. The Tower. If you are playing at a MetaZoo Towers event, okay, these are like, I played probably like 30 years ago at this point, maybe a little less. I played Magic a little bit, and there was a card set called Unglued, and it was super goofy. Like, there's one card, or there's one ability in the cards called Denim Walk, where if your opponent was wearing denim, your creature couldn't be blocked when they attack. It was like Island Walk or Swamp Walk or whatever, but it was Denim Walk. And this is like, these cards seem to have that where like real world shit affects the gameplay. What the, wait a second. Oh, okay. You know what, I'm just gonna, I flipped the card over. I'm just gonna ruin the surprise. We got two of these babies. Oh wait, no we don't, that's a different card. Sorry, you know what? I just ruined the surprise for no reason. I thought this was the same card, but it's not. Whatever. All right, I'm gonna get rid of you because I don't give a fuck about you. I'm gonna pull back over to the left, and then I'm gonna see what this tower event thing is. If you are playing at a MetaZoo Towers event or by a real tower, you may contact this page at any time. If opposing caster controls more beasties than you, place 2 beasties under their control into their chapter. Or all terror bonuses affecting beastie damage or LP are considered lose instead of gain until the end of this turn. Oh shit, oh shit. That was close. That was close. You know what? This card, it distracted me. It has, you know, I am a way better, I mean, don't get me wrong, DarkSydePhil, great trading card streamer. He has even less knowledge than me, and the less knowledge you have, the better. But I'm still better than him, you know, just in every way at streaming trading cards. But this card distracted me so hard, I almost crashed the bus and killed. Okay, so if you look in the mirror, there's no one on board, but I almost killed myself. So this guy's going in the vault, and it's not just because I really like turning the crank and watching it turn to confetti. Boom. All right. Another card to retire on. Let's see, marble cards. I remember when I was really little, I collected X-Men cards, and I'm like a terrible collector, so like I never like complete sets or anything, but my older brother, he collected like series 4 and 5 to their completion and had them in binders, and I was jealous of him for being able to do that. My collection never made it to binders, never really got completed, never got put in order or anything. I was a very half-assed collector as a young precocious like 5-year-old or 6-year-old. But yeah, and I had some marble cards too, but X-Men cards were my jam. And then my mom bribed my brother and I to do this incredibly stupid, dumbass like kiddie fashion show for some event for some organization she was in, and she bribed us by getting us holographic Wolverine cards. And I probably still have at least that one. Yeah, I collected X-Men cards back when I had no concept of money and my parents had to buy everything for us. I was like 5. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's right. I mean, again, I got this box of booster packs for $89,000 So, you know, that just shows you what happens to the market. You know, this is the boom market right now, and it'll never go bust, and my retirement will always be safe with these cards. But yeah, let's take a look-see here. We got Sam's Cryptid Cam, and I don't like this card. So this isn't going into protective sleeve. It's not going in the pile. It's not going in the vault. I'm just gonna fucking get rid of it. Boom. I don't like that camera looked pervy. You know, it looked like a pervert card. All right, what else we got? Oh shit. All right. The Black Dog of Hanging Hills. I already have one of these. Fuck you. The Hierophant. If you reveal a Hierophant tarot card to an opposing caster, you may contract the spell at any time. Place up to 2 beasties from each caster's respective limbo into their afterlife. Alright, I'm just gonna level with you. This card game sounds like absolute shit. It sounds really fucking stupid. Or destroy a special tarot page. I will do none of those things. Sam's Backpack. Arena. If any page with Sam's in its name is touching this artifact, are that seriously like how you arrange your cards matters, or is it just like in a slot next to it? Attack. I lost my place because I got distracted. If any page with Sam's in its name is touching this artifact and is targeted for an attack, this artifact becomes a target of the attack instead. Search your spellbook for an artifact or spell with Sam's in its name and place it into your chapter. Cool. And EVP, I think I have one of these already. So, fuck that card. Alright, there was another pack rip.